Hey fam, this is James. I'm out here at the Civic Center again, waiting for food and chilling out, enjoying myself under a nice tree, some nice shade. Um, my bike's over there, nice and locked up. I usually keep it right here, but I actually want to talk about this particular issue, thievery, and especially with bikes and stuff like that, transportation. Um, and is the reason why I have it locked up now. Um, this has actually been an ongoing theme for me, and anyone who has been a targeted individual who deals with the Djinn and their children on a regular basis. You're gonna experience thievery. You're gonna experience actually nonstop thievery and lies. Manipulation on every level that you can imagine. As soon as your eye and think of it like think of it like a multi-eyed parasite, and one parasitic eye may be a person or a bird looking in all different directions. Attached to some type of computer or a Djinn or whatever. But they obviously are trying to emulate the Almighty in their own particular way, and they've got their agents watching and looking at you as much as possible. And so, you may not be aware of it, but they're watching you and tracking you and participating in your life in ways that you would never imagine. And this goes into every aspect of your life: your sexuality, your spirituality, your family, the things that you hate. They especially want to figure out what you fear. They like to engage that vibration quite steadily, readily, and often. Um, anyway, so. Ever since I've decided to stop, going into stores to get food, I've been, coming here because there's free food. And, it's a little out of the way, but it's good exercise and it gives me something to do. And it's kind of like I don't have to be hounded as much. However, the Djinn always figure out as you've seen from my previous videos, they follow you no matter where you go. And they got agents, sleeper agents everywhere around. And it doesn't matter. So you can be relaxing, enjoying yourself, and they will basically implement a sleeper agent to attack you, or in some way. And I've explained in previous videos that they put something in you that it wipes out your brain, wipes out your ability to reason and to stop whatever it is that they have going on. And you become one of them, just like in the Matrix. They take over they take you over, mentally and physically. And so I'm guessing a lot of these agents, these people, they look normal, but they really don't have an ability to fight back. And as you can see, that Asian guy just showed up. He does this on a regular basis. He comes over, and one of the things that he does is he likes to steal my brain, my or switch out. He likes to try to switch out brains. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. Um, I'm sure he does it with the help of the Djinn and technology. Anyway, so yesterday was my birthday and everything like that, and last night I had some basically not just last night, but all day attacks, just constant taunting. One of the things that they like to do is to mess up anything that you think that you have an attachment to. So if you have an attachment to something, they will go out of their way to mess it up. So for example, yesterday was my birthday, so they'll taunt you like, oh, it's your birthday, so you're special. So you obviously shouldn't be messed with, and so they mess with you. And you should get this and you should get that, and so they try to make things as unpleasant as possible. And it goes down to even the most basic level, like when I was a parent, when I was a stay-at-home father, and it was a constant thing to like if I went to a park with my child, they would hit her with some type of ray, and make her scream and cry. So obviously some type of pain. Um, they would attack her in some way. And they did this on a consistent basis. No matter where I went, they would attack and make things very gloomy. And sometimes they just jump into her body. And this was at the point where they probably had taken her or did something to her to make her no longer just my child. Um, where they took her soul, emulated her soul, changed her brain, put a negative spirit into it. I don't know. I just know that they did something that ruined that relationship, and that's what they like to do. They like to ruin your relationships and hurt you, and put you in situations where you're vulnerable. And especially because they want to have all the power. If you look into what they are and what they're doing, and their relationship to us in this planet, and to the Creator, they are basically here to mess us up, take us off our groove, take away our ability to commune with the Greatest One, and suck out all our powers that we potentially will have, and that's on a genetic level. Also, I've had them, pierce my spine. I don't know how they do it. I'm sure they do it on the astral plane, where they basically close off your chakra points. They call it chakra, or close off your nerve endings, so that you don't continue with your progress as a human being. So they're doing everything in their power to attack you and hurt you, and they do it through their agents and others. Anyway, so one of the things that they like to do is, if my bike is ever unchained, they watch it and they steal it. And so, one of the things one of the things they like to do is make you get comfortable in a particular situation, and then drag the rug from under you. So this place is about an hour away, and I've had multiple people. They know who I am at this point. They've seen me on many occasions. I've been here 2 or 3 weeks. I'd always drive my bike up to the place where I'm going to eat. I've had many people ask me about my bike, all that sort of thing. So they know about it, and they try to create a situation where you're comfortable, and so then they can abuse you. And so what they did is, today I parked my bike amongst 4 or 5 other bikes that happen to also be unchained, by the way. 4 or 5 other bikes that were unchained. And so what happened is that I turned my head for a good 5-10 minutes or so, and now what they've also are doing is they have someone standing in line right beside me. And so there's a long line, there's always someone standing right beside me and moving exactly when I move, and basically having their head right next to me. So that's another tactic. They just are just being obnoxious at this point. Anyway, so maybe, I don't know, maybe some type of protection, who knows, it's weird. So I had my head turned for a little bit. I usually try to keep my bike in front of me so I can see if someone is going to grab it or something like that. And I've done this so many times. But this morning, especially because something happened, they'd like to steal your soul, or soul energy, parts of your soul, soul shards. I don't know what it is. And I started getting those back this morning. And so I knew they were. That also makes it so that you were able to protect yourself. So basically, say you meditate, and you get some new insights. They immediately try to steal that protection that you have from them, and maybe it comes into a specific soul body. I don't know, but they will do it, and I got those back. And so it basically is a layer upon layer upon layer of protection from their negative thoughts, their negative abilities, and obviously this pisses them off because they feel that they own you, and nothing can tell them differently. They are the self-chosen ones. Basically, they've self-chosen themselves as being the progenitors of this planet, and their race, whites and whatever, who else they decided. I'm pretty sure it's the Jews, the fake Jews who are Ashkenazi, actually Russians from the Caucasus Mountains. I'm pretty sure they're part of this whole scenario because they're evil. They're like the worst of the worst when it comes to people. Anyway, so I look up, and my bike's gone. All the other bikes are still there, though, by the way. So I get out of line, and I decide just to go walk around, figure out, okay, who stole my bike. The spirit's telling me it's okay, don't worry about it, don't stress out, you'll find it. And a lot of times they piece the heck out. And this is basically my fourth or fifth bike since I've been here. Between the police have stolen two, and other people have stolen a couple more. They do it on purpose. And yes, of course, I know that people steal bikes, but when you're a targeted individual and they set you up for things, it's a whole thing. And today kind of showed that, yeah, they stole my bike. And so I went looking for it, walked around, and little did I find, I found it amongst these characters over here. The first day I actually came here, first or second day I came here, I actually ended up talking with this black guy and this white lady who were talking to me about Jesus Christ and telling me about how my mother was, the most powerful person in the room, so respect, and all this other bullshit. So I already knew that they're Djinn or Djinn's children, and they're kind of rude. They like to try to control you and put you under their thumb. And so that's basically what was going on today. One of their friends or whoever, they didn't take it directly, but they were in that group. And so I go over, and they're basically trying to tell me to calm down and be quiet and just deal with it. And if I'm quiet enough, then I'll get my bike back. And it was exactly like that. Had my bike chain on it, and I'm like, this is my bike. And the guy was like, hold on. It's my bike. Looks exactly like his wife's bike. That's why he thought it was my bike, it was her bike, and he decided to take it back. And then someone told him that it wasn't her bike. And so, it was this whole conspiracy thing. It was like 5 or 6, like there's people on one side screaming and the other side screaming, and they're telling me. And then the guy who talked to me about Jesus Christ and all this other stuff is like, why is this guy always blowing me off? He needs to respect me and all this other stuff. And he's not the one who even took the bike. I don't even understand how he even got in the conversation. And then his white friend, the white lady, is talking her shit and saying, you need to come over here and you need to respect and talk to us and all this other stuff. And I'm just like sitting here, I'm just like, damn, the bullshit is strong. Though these negative entities, these Djinn, whoever they are so much full of bullshit, so much full of crap, that they could fill the ocean with it. They could fill an ocean full of their bullshit and their lies and deceit. And so basically they tried to do a setup, and I went and, because I found the bike, it was right in front. They weren't trying to hide it. And so they were trying to set up a situation where I was interacting with them again. And they like that. They like to put you in a situation where you're subservient. And I've had many a situation, especially with dealing with cops and stuff, where you need to worship them. You need to respect them. And I've actually had them come up to me in multiple ways and say, you need to respect us. And, and then if I laugh about it or tell them to go screw themselves, what they should do, they usually orchestrate some type of vindictive action. So I look forward to having some type of police presence or some type of negative thing happen later on, a fight, something. Because if you deal with them, it's very strange how you could do nothing to someone and they do something to you and basically continue to bully you. And that's what I think they are, just bullies, big bullies that are just need to be put in their place. And so the time's coming. Things are getting crazier and crazier. But I got my bike back. Okay? Thank the Creator. And I'm in.